Welcome to video C, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is one that I want you to be more taking the notes with me. The first one you take the notes, the second one you're more just paying attention. Third one you're going to be taking notes again. And again, we're going to be working with fractions, and we're going to be working with the numerator, and we're going to be working with the denominator. Now, I type it up because I want you to think about where these numbers go. Does the numerator go on the bottom? Does the denominator go on the bottom? Which one is it? Now, hopefully you know that the denominator goes on the bottom of our fraction. And we're going to simplify this by just looking at n over d. Now, when we look at n over d, let's look at just simple addition and subtraction. And I want you to see what happens with the numerator and the denominator. So if I have 3 fifths minus 1 fifth, and I subtract, I'm going to get 2 fifths. Now, notice the denominator stays the same. Only the numerator changes. 3 minus 1 is 2. 5, we're going to keep the same language. Now let's look at an addition problem. 3 ninths plus 2 ninths plus 1 ninth is going to equal to what? Well, hopefully right away, boys and girls, what we can do is we can draw our fraction line, and we can put 9 ninths in there because our denominator is never going to change unless we're reducing, and we're not reducing right now. So now we're going to add up the numerators. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6, so our answer is 6 ninths. Now, the important thing is that we realize is that the denominator stays the same. Only the numerator changes. So let's look at some problems. And for these problems, the first one, we're going to find the n, or the numerator. So let's start with, here we go, 2 fourths plus 1 fourth equals n over 4. Well, where most students get confused is this right here. Most students, when they're first beginning with adding and subtraction fractions, they just add straight across. 2 plus 1 is, in this case, whatever n is, and then 4 plus 4 is 8. But they've already done the part where we're going to mess up, where we mess up the initial time, is that we sometimes right away we're going to add this. And they've already put it as 4. So the question then is, what does n equal? N equals, well, 2 plus 1 is 3, so n equals 3. Let's look at another problem. 3 over 6 plus 2 over 6 is going to equal n over 6. And again, they've done the hard part for us because we know the language we're speaking is 6. So now all we have to do is add our numerators across. 2 plus 3 plus 2 is 5. So our answer is n is equal to 5. One more, let's look at it. 5 over 10 less 4 over 10 is equal to n over 10. Notice, boys and girls, that they keep the denominator the same. The language never changes. So then all we have to do is worry about what's 5 less 4. 5 less 4 is going to be 1. Now, we've worked on that. Now let's change it a little bit. Let's find the d. Let's find the denominator. So, 4 sevenths plus 2 sevenths is equal to 6 over d. What is d? Well, hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you remember, and look at our examples here, the denominator stays the same. So d in this case is going to equal 7. Another problem. 7 minus 2. Whoops, I got ahead of myself here. Oops. 7 ace minus 2 ace is equal to 5d. Well, in this case, boys and girls, 7 minus 2, 5, 8. We don't change anything, so d is equal to 8. Our final problem, boys and girls, is, let's challenge you a little bit, 1 delta over delta, or d, plus 1 over d plus 1 over d is going to give us 3, or d over d. And I just gave you the answer. Alright? Because if we look at this, boys and girls, d is equal to what? If we look at this, well, all we have to do is add up our 4 plus 2 is 6. 7 minus 2 is 5. 3 plus 2, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2 plus 1. So it's going to be 1 plus 1 plus 1 is going to give us 3. And if we plug in 3 here, it's going to be 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 will give us 3/3. And that works. So d is equal to 3. Alright, so that's it for just kind of me showing you how to do it. The next one, we're going to have a couple word problems, and then we're going to have some more problems like this for you to work on your own.